Imagine that life is a game of 5 balls that you must keep up in the air. So like, let's say 5 balloons, right? You got to keep these things in the air. The balls are work.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been down myself, but I'm still making a change. And yes, I'm falling over, but I get up once again. Invite me after the function, but my energy's drained. And I just keep to myself, cause I don't like to complain. Anxiety in my thoughts, anxiety in my brain. And I forget what I'm taught, I forget how to behave when you're around me. It's pretty goes just to doubt me, but I know you can't imagine living life without me. Now I'm
Fire.
Shit, man.
What are we thinking?
That flow is fucking insane, bro. That flow is insane. You know what's funny? I didn't know until I started hearing the ad-libs. Like, yeah. I was like, oh, because I was like, oh, yeah, what's this? And then I heard that. That's the first time hearing it.
Yes, little sneak peek. That's probably going to be my first release of the... Have you released something this year yet?
No, I got a song on February 2nd.
Okay, so
Just slide on it. You know what I mean? There's like, you know how some artists just slide on the track?
Yeah.
That's what I'm good at. That's
but it's like you're surfing.
My best trait as a rapper is definitely my flow, 100%.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Flow is so easy to me.
You know, manipulating words to sound different to match the flow.
Well, guys, welcome fucking back, man.
Episode 93.
Episode 90, goddamn. We're recording pretty quick,
It's
back
coming
to
quick.
back from the last one. It's only been a couple of days because we usually record Thursdays. Today is Tuesday. So we're getting fucking straight into it. And it is Oz Day week. I wish I'd got some decorations for Oz Day. I totally forgot that this is the reason why we're recording fucking early. Tomorrow I've got a meeting with the possible show venue. So hopefully for next podcast that we record, I got some good news about a TJM first official show. But again, touch wood, everything goes well. First I got to go and see these people, look at the equipment.
Will go well.
It should be sweet. I just got to look at some equipment, go over some things, go over the door ticket sales and how that works. Timing, how long we have the venue for. If it's as long as I think it is, we're going to be in for a whopper of a night.
What? How long?
I'm pretty sure there's an option to have the venue, I think, from like 2 p.m. till midnight.
Wait.
Yeah. But obviously we don't have to take the whole fucking 20 hours.
I mean, that'd be cool, right?
It'd
But
be
then what does that
amazing,
involve?
Like an exhausting...
No, but would they be open from that time anyway?
Yeah.
And they'll have bartenders and this and that. It's all functional, and then you're there from then. But damn, that's a
big
festival.
day. I personally wouldn't do that for our first show.
Yeah.
Considering that I probably wouldn't even be able to get... Well, I could probably fill the lineup, but I'll just want... Like I've mentioned before, I just want the first one to go smoothly.
Want quality over quantity for now?
I just want it to work to, one, show these motherfuckers that we can put on a show and then we can keep using that venue frequently.
Yeah.
2, because then the second that goes well, that's technically our resume for hosting events, and then we can sort of branch out to the bigger, juicier places like in the city and shit like that. But the first one always just has to work. Yeah. It doesn't have to be crazy.
Imagine if you go all out, right, and it's a shit show.
And it flops.
And everyone's like, oh my God.
Yes. And I'm also going to anticipate...
Not that it'd be a shit show, but I'm just saying, like, with organising it.
Bro, so much things can go wrong.
Yeah.
So much things can go wrong. But I'm also anticipating that there will 100% be some artist who pulls out the day of or the day before. There always is. So I'm going to have a couple of people on backup and et cetera, because I don't give a fuck what any of you guys say. Everyone always says yes to shit, and then a week out or the day off, they go, oh, fuck, sorry, bro, I got this and this and this. Everyone does it. So that's another thing that I'm scared of. Imagine if we organised a fucking 8-hour, 9-hour fucking whopper with like 20 different, like 10, 15 local artists and like 3-4 of them pulled out.
Yeah.
Like the morning of. Or
you have like an intermission. Right, everyone go get food for a bit.
Yeah, it would be fun. You'd have to do your first comedy stand-up show.
I'm like, hey guys.
God. So, DZ, how are you, mate? I've seen you not long ago, a couple of days ago since we've recorded. What's happened?
Well,
What's happened?
If you've been a long listener, you will know that FriendlyFire has a long list of people he wants to destroy. And I now understand why. with St. Clair KFC. All right. As of recording right now, it is 6:57. Okay, so I got here about 6:45, 48. I was around the corner at fucking KFC at 6:25. I would have been here perfectly on time, but I dropped in to get a fucking Zinger burger. I go through the drive-through, right?
packed.
The drive-through. No, it's not packed. It's worse. I go to the speaker. I goes, "Can you go to the next window, please?" I go, "All right." I go to the next window. The guy goes, "Sorry, FPOS's not working. Can you go inside?" I was like, "Fuck, all right, whatever." I pull in the driveway, I park. There's fucking 12 other cunts doing the same thing. I go inside. There's 40 other cunts inside waiting there.
Oh my
There's an
God.
there's fucking a kid at the register. There's an old lady standing there and old people sitting there, and I'm like, these cunts look like they've been sitting here for a while, man.
Yeah, bro.
They've been here a while. They got their arms crossed and they're like tapping their
They
foot.
started putting a sleeping bag out on the floor.
I'm like, all right, this doesn't look good. I go up to the girl. I go, "Just a Zinger burger, please, mate." He's like, "Yeah,
And
all
it's
right."
just a burger as well.
Doesn't give me the receipt with the number on it. I'm like, all right, whatever, it's just a Zinger burger. And then I'm waiting there for ages. It's like fucking 15 minutes at least.
That's too long for a fucking burger,
At
bro.
least 15 minutes. And then what makes it worse is the two kids there are sitting in front of the fucking food. Everyone's looking at them. We're all looking at them like monkeys in the zoo.
Yeah, no one
and
knows what's
they're
what.
talking to each other about this kid's talking about his fucking stepdad to the other kid.
Yep.
And I'm like, what are these cunts? There's fucking food to be made. Go fucking get. I've got one Zinger burger.
This guy's probably going through a traumatic. Oh, my stepdad just beat me the other night. And he's like, "Get the is that your fucking food?"
Mate, there's a time and place.
Bro.
These cunts are sitting around doing nothing.
At that point, they might as well get you to jump through hula hoops or something just to fucking get it's for you to get out of the car, especially being in drive-through. That's annoying enough. I know it's petty, but when you're in drive-through, you always go because you're like, it's convenient, right? So the waiting bay, fine, but they're like,
Get out of
you
the
have
car.
to get out.
Yep.
I'm like,
That's a big no-no,
Okay.
man. That's
Okay.
a fucking no-no.
yeah, and then the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The way it's one Zinger burger. I thought they had these things just on like a fucking, those
Like the
things that
pre-made one.
Shoot the
Yeah.
baseball, like shoot the baseballs out like in a fucking. It's the main,
Like
the
Krabby
biggest
Patties.
mover, like fucking. Tum, tum, tum. Anyway, so yeah. Other than that, I got a new phone. It's pretty cool.
It's
A Samsung Galaxy Z Flip. What do you mean? It's fucking off chops. What are you laughing at, cunt?
it just reminds me of the old. Do you know the old flip phones?
Yeah.
I was with 3. Remember 3?
Flip phone's coming back in.
Yeah, flip phones.
Look at this, bro. I can fucking use Spotify and shit on there. It's in my pocket.
It's a little bit more ridiculous if that folded in half.
Yeah.
So it went 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like origami.
Yeah, it's like a little cube, and you're like, oh wait, one sec.
It's fucking cool, man. I think it's
no,
awesome.
it's all good because I guess it fits better in your pocket. You know what I mean?
It's mad. I want a small phone. I want to, it's cool.
Can I?
Yeah. Be careful. It's got no case on it. Falls on the whistle. Yeah, I'm a bit clumsy, so I'm being very careful.
Okay.
But yeah, I still haven't really got to use it or test it out because I just got it today and then I had to come here and shit. So
How much
Still wearing
How
it.
much is the plan?
well, it's the same as my other one, which is about $90 a month.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
It's
like
not
me
bad.
as well. Yeah.
It's not bad.
Well, I had an interesting thing happen to me recently
Wait,
as well.
sorry. No case?
I just got it today. I got a case.
The case
for it.
flips as well with it?
Yeah, of course. But obviously, it's not covering that front screen, but it's got a case around it. I bought it today.
You just get they're probably a bit more
It's
expensive.
coming tomorrow.
Yeah, these kids
But,
these days. All right, Joe, okay?
I was driving.
Since 3 days I've seen you, what's been happening?
So I was driving down. Actually, I was leaving here the last time. Oh, you ready? Get this. And
Giant rat.
DZ, it wasn't his fault at all. But immediately I was like, if I hadn't been trying to get DZ's attention, so I literally was like, you were driving, you were about to drive off, and I was coming out. I was reversed, and I came out like this, and I was looking at you. I looked there first to see if anyone's coming. No one. I'm driving, then I look at you, but you were like doing something in the seat. But I was trying to like get your attention, being a funny cunt, and then you didn't like, but you didn't see me. I was like, fuck, the cunt can't see from 10 feet within him, so I was like, he probably doesn't see me. So I go, next minute, all I hear for like 5 seconds is beep, and then I'm like, beep, and then he goes, and then there was a guy who was coming out from. I didn't look back that way, and but this guy was beeping. It wasn't like he had time to stop. This guy had time to stop, but he went. And then he's like, and went around me, right? I was like, oh, fuck, that was my bad. What a dumb cunt, right? So I'm not even mad because I'm like, see the error of my ways, right? So he turns left, go down the roundabout at fucking Banks, turn right. We're going the same way at this point. We go to the lights at KFC, and now he's in the left lane going right, and I'm in the middle lane. And I'm pulling up next to him, but I don't feel type of way because I'm like, it was my fault, whatever. I pull up next to him, I'm just like this. Then I see from my peripherals a guy just beat. You know how when someone, I've done it as well. You know how when you like do something like someone, like if someone cuts you off, you're going, who's this cunt? You know, you're looking, staring. Yeah. And then he did that, and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, my window's up, his window's down. He's going, there's this fat dad with like curly blonde hair. Like he looks like he polishes about 15 beers off a night, and he maybe beats his wife every now and then when he gets too drunk off the whiskey. But he's like, he's spraying. That's how much he's yelling. He's got spray, and he's like, and I can't hear him because it's muffled. I'm like, and I go, what the fuck is this dickhead on? I put the window down, and I was like, fuck off, and I was like, yeah. He's like, you fucking dickhead. That's why we got cameras in this motherfucker. Like, we got dash cam here. Fucking put like to make you guys pay for your mistakes on the road. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And I'm like, relax. I'm sorry. And I was beginning to say I'm sorry because it was my fault. But the way this guy kept going, even when I said, mate, sorry, calm down. But when I said calm down, he got more fired up. So I go, fuck this. And I go, no wonder why you're mad, you fucking ugly cunt. Look at ya. And then he goes, oh, you fucking ugly cunt. I'm like, mean ugly cunt. And I'm like, ha. I did, you know the rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy? Like, ha. And I'm just clapping, right? And when I started clapping, he started getting more angry. So then I'm like, fuck this cunt. I'm going to kill him with kindness. So then I was just going, like, so I was like, well done, brother. Well done. Keep going. And he just go, he couldn't even hear me because he was going. He was like a pit bull, bro. Like, and then we went from that KFC lights. Then we started turning, right? Lights. But then to the next one, and I go, and I was cracking up because he sped off and then didn't make the light, and I was like, and I'm like, and I pull up going this. I pull up going. And he's already ready. So he sees me coming from behind, and he's already ready. Like he's already doing this. Like, look at my guy. I'm like, yes. I'm like, yes, keep going. And because it was
holy fuck.
Because I tried to win a yelling match with him. He was beating me. He was too mad. He was too mad. So I'm like, here I am stooping to his level, but I couldn't out yell him. So I chose to go the opposite direction. I'm just like, and my claps are loud. I can clap I'm clapping loud, bro. And then he was going off. Bro.
So you then proceeded to do that for like 7 lights.
No, and then we went through it, and then he went on to the M4, going to Blacktown. I went straight. But I literally was like, do I imagine if I followed him? Because you know how when you don't do things, you're like, I'm not going to do that. When I drove off, I was like, imagine if I was a crazy cunt. If I was actually a psycho, I followed him home.
And beat him up. And
killed him. Home. Yeah. And my brain went, I fucking fought the cunt. And me, I'm not like that, right? Yeah. But in your head, you're like a James Bond.
You're a bad cunt.
Yeah, you're a bad cunt. Everyone's got that thing inside of me. Like, I'll fucking feed these dogs.
This stuff only happens to you.
Yeah, how? You're like a cartoon character.
Bro, there's so
like you are a cartoon character.
And it's so funny when I chose to match his level, and I was just like, I'm not even on his fucking wavelength because I had nothing to be mad about. I was only mad because he was so mad.
You're angry at him being angry.
Yeah, I love how it all started from you trying to get DZ's attention, and he's none the wiser.
Until now, I had no idea this happened. I had no idea you were even there trying to.
Like, but the guy was beeping for ages. Like he had time, but it was my fault the other day. Look where you're going, kids on the road.
Yeah, holy fuck!
Imagine he was a cop and you lose your license again.
Imagine. He's like, shh. The plan worked. We targeted him. This whole time they've been trying to set me up again.
Just to
like I'm some big mob boss. They take the time to be like, put a wall, like pictures up and like arrows going.
We want that. How do we take him down? Walk everywhere.
He's saying too much shit on FireCast.
Oh, bro, you fucking cracked me up, man. So look, before we get into, I think we've got a speak pipe. Did you get any
advice? Yeah, I did.
You did? Okay, so we can chop into that. We'll do a speak pipe. But before we get into the speak pipe, something I want to speak to you guys about. Shout out again to the Safe Boys. Listening to the episode, it was a good episode. Jezza, he made a very good point where he was talking about when he goes to the pub and his mates, they're all at the pub together, but his mates are on their fucking phone. And rightly so, he said it annoys the fuck out of him. It enrages him. People in public on their phones. You know what makes me sad? When you see like the older couples, not like old people, like I'm talking like couples in like their 30s, 40s, and they're just both...
30s
like,
isn't old?
No, about like older than us.
Yeah, good, right? good.
And they're out like having like a little date, but they're just both on their phones.
Yeah.
That makes me sad. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, like
I'm sorry to cut you off so quick, but I seen a guy talk about this, right? And he was saying you should try and practice not having your phone. Even us on the tables right here, right?
we shouldn't have it.
We shouldn't have them because it shows that this is the most important thing to me right now. That's the most important thing to you. That's the most important thing, and not the company you're in, or not you're not that engaged. We are engaged, but it does take our. If I get a notification and I see the phone light up, I don't mean to, but I'll look down and be like, okay, mad. But just put it away, like, or put it on a shelf, or I don't know, just. And yeah, for a couple, like you said, to see that, it gets rid of a bit of that connection, that genuine, authentic connection. Like, it's so easy to just for someone to talk to you then, and you can just look down at your phone. But I'm guilty of doing it. You would have been guilty of doing it. We all done it.
That's a problem, though.
But that's the problem. Yeah.
Can it be fixed? I feel like planet Earth can't fix this, especially with our younger generation. It's going to be unfixable.
We can, but we just have to make, like, people have to be. It's more on them. So yeah, a lot more people are probably going to suffer from that. But it's all about you make decisions to help it.
The internet used to be an escape from reality. Now reality is an escape from the internet. That's how it is these days, man. People spend more time online, and their more important stuff is online. And then what do? They go to their 9 to 5, they go to work, they're off their phone. Then what do? They go home, they're back on their phone. They're on their Instagram in their fucking Ready Player One world, man. That's how it is. But I definitely agree with Jezza, and I try to use my phone less. What's bad for me is the fact that we put ourselves out there and we have to advertise and we have to post. Like, I'm trying to post on TikTok like 3 times a day.
But you're getting 32,000 roughly. I was saying, like, your videos.
Most of them are. Most videos get locked at 200, 300. But the only reason why we pop off sometimes is because you upload frequently. You have to upload 3 times a day. You have to upload 3 times a day. That's why I spend so much time editing those clips. It takes a fucking while, especially when you want to do it properly, which is what gets attention, is the cut. So if I'm talking, it's me. If you're talking, it's you. Yeah. That takes time. And I'm sitting there for ages making clips. And then I got my daughter. I want to spend time with my daughter. I get home from work and I got to fucking... It's hard, man. It's fucking hard. But if we didn't do this so much, we didn't have to post so frequently, I feel like I would be able to use my phone a lot less. But it's a trap because I post and then I'm on there and then next thing I know, and then I do this, and it's hard, man. But I am trying to use it less, which is part of the reason why I got this. Even though it's cool and I like it a lot because it flips open. You'll
have a harder time finding it maybe now?
No, I'll lose it more often. It's actually a less versatile phone. Like, if you look at the cameras, like, it's a downgrade. I had the premium phone before, so I had the S22 Ultra.
How's the camera on that though?
I haven't even tested it. Like, it's decent. They're all decent. But right. It's worse than the other ones. It's got less features other than the flipping phone and the shit you can do with the folded screen.
Yeah, right.
So it's a lot smaller too. It's about the same height, but it's a lot thinner. But anyway, the pub, can it be fixed? I think people just have to make a conscious effort.
That too, but Minnie fucking made a good point too. He said, he goes, I think this would be cool if there was a pub or some pubs where, like, when you get there, you have to put your phone away. Like, you got to lock it. You don't lock your phone, you don't get served drinks. Done.
That's a bit extreme, I think.
No.
Well, if you go in there,
socialize, talk, you know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah.
I don't know. It might get to that point in the future, man. Especially with these. Wait, are the people younger than us called millennials? What are we? We're Gen Z.
He's a millennial, I think. You're just a millennial. You might be on the cusp. I'm pretty sure we're
1994.
Yo, you might be a millennial.
Sorry, millennials.
Is 1994?
I don't know if 1994 is deemed millennial.
I'm pretty sure I'm Gen Z. Unfortunately.
So what are the ones younger than us?
Baby boomers. No, baby boomers are old. The youngest is Gen Z. It goes Gen Z, millennials, Gen Y, Gen X.
The people younger than us are
I think you're right.
That's how it goes. But I'm pretty sure, like, we would call ourselves millennials. We're more that era. But I think it's just, we're just on the border. That's why it's like technically Gen Z. But
yeah, well, people younger than us are fucktards. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Whatever that category is, I hate them. Yeah. Curly head, chubby cheeked fucks. Fucking virgins. Let's have a look. See, we'll do the speak pipe first, and then we'll go through the
advice.
We asked you guys if you needed some advice. Let's see. Pretty sure the reigning champ sent us a speak pipe once again. Let's have a look here.
Let's go.
So you know what I was thinking? When we upgrade to the new studio, we should all have, like, instead of little iPads, and we can just, like, use them as, like, our little notes, so we're not, like, on our phones.
Yeah.
Help combat the problem. So we each have an iPad, and we log into that with our socials. That's your personal iPad, and then we just use that for like our.
True. And then actually for me to write notes instead of
That's not that different from a phone, though.
Yeah, I know, but like the phone, but it's like he said, it stops the whole notification popping up and like kind of having a glance.
I think that stuff we were touching on just before doesn't really matter when certain cases call for it, but it's more like when you're using it when you shouldn't be. Like if you're literally out, like we said, we've all done it out on dates and shit, but then you can not do it. But I think when you need to, like for stuff like this, you know what I mean? If
Like we use our phones for this.
yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
You kind of have to, but
it is hard.
but the notes, yeah, I need to make more consolidated notes, but I tend to rant a lot. So doing dot points will be a bit more.
But you rant off the dot point. The dot point just reminds you
Of what you're
what you
looking
want
Oh
to
yeah,
get.
true.
And then once
So
you read it,
hey, you can't escape my rant, guys. My rant's here to
it's-
stay.
you
Dot
can't get rid
points
of it.
or
Let's have a look here. Mega the Mighty, Return of the King. Let's have a look what he says.
Let's bring it on. Can't get enough of the shit, you know? I'm addicted, bro. If I don't get my fix every week, I go crazy. So you guys got to stop taking fucking holidays, all right? Deal. Look, everything's still a go at the moment. I'm getting keen for this July thing, but nothing's really locked in at the moment. But I'll keep you boys tuned anyway. But what is locked in is February 9th, New Year, New Me, featuring DZ himself, dropping that. It's going to be fucking awesome, man. It's such a good track. I can't wait for you other two boys to hear it. And I can't wait for the rest of the world to hear it because it's fucking awesome. But yeah, man, it's going to be a good year this year. And I look forward to what you boys got coming. All the videos you're doing. I'm keen on them. Watching DZ get fucking smashed. Brilliant. But yeah, man, I look forward to everything that's coming and working with you in the future.
fucking earth.
thank you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you very
That's
much, man.
News to me. I didn't know the release date, but Feb 9th. There you go. New Year, New Me.
Yeah, beautiful.
Myself and Megalodon.
Yeah, I'm keen to hear that. What's the?
That'll be cracker. That'll just be bar for bar.
Yeah, is that like a upbeat thing? Like what is it? Like
Not really. It's New Year with the same old me, still banging on beats, still flaming MCs. Still saying, oh, geez, DZ on a beat, someone gonna get defeat. Ain't nobody comparing to me. I'm Meg, we the track stars. Letterman Jagger, we push a button when we press start. Never can I get the adamant, we couldn't rap bars. Citizens Panic was saying what I do to rappers. New Year, but I'm still drunk. New beats, but you still suck. New ways of stacking my cheddar. I'll probably try to be better, but in the end, I'm still fucked up. I'll try again next year. Anyway, that's my verse. It's a great song, man. Meg killed it too. Meg has a great verse on that track.
I can't wait to do. I just want to do shows and shit with him, man. I reckon it'd be so fun.
They're
bro.
so good at that too, man. They got such good energy on the stage.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's why I'm so keen. Hopefully ours goes ahead and it just so we get that feel for it, that little vibe, so then we kind of know. Like I said, like the first one being able to knock this off in Sydney and local too is kind of hectic because like imagine if we went hard for the first one, went to like Brisbane, did this crazy thing and like yeah, it flops or something happens. Like if something bad happens, it's only fucking Penrith. Like who gives a shit? But like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm kind of glad that it's kind of worked out like this. And then once we get that feel, we can then go, okay, hectic. Where are we fucking going? Like,
I don't think it would flop. It's just you do you work out how to do things better always, right? So that like you've already had that show. It was the Sunday show, right? Just experience. That's the only way you can learn. And
Yeah,
I don't think it
100%.
would ever be a flop where everyone's just like, what the fuck? But then you're going to be like, oh, we should have done this better or this better. We
Yeah.
could have done this. So
You're exactly right because that it wouldn't flop in that sense, but that Sunday show was such a blessing for us before doing this.
Yeah, fuck
it
yeah.
was such a blessing because now we both learnt a lot.
yeah, yeah,
Even though it might not seem like it was simple enough and it wasn't a big crowd, like we needed that, man. We really needed to do that show to kind of get our feet in the water. And now we really know what we're doing with this. So it's not going to be a flop at all. I think it's going to go awesome. It's in Penrith. It's local. I get pissed. I can go home easy. It's going to be awesome, man.
So do I have permission to jump, like get up there with you on the decks, or is it more like no?
I don't know, yeah.
Because you know,
We're loose, man. We're loose.
usually TJM. I've heard stories TJM with Diamond and all that. Diamond and all that used to get up there with you and just be like,
You can MC the night if you want.
oh yeah, let's
But,
go.
You know, obviously you got to You can't get
MC.
too. You can't get too fried. It would be just like, in the next act.
No, but it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be going to get. Yeah, I wouldn't be.
He takes all the time. He's there talking to
I'm like, guys, how fucking funny is the weather at that?
I'm saying, like, it's got to be like,
Of course, quick, structured.
hype man type shit. You can do that if you want. It'll be fun.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah, it'll
Get
be
us all
great,
up
man.
there.
So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, hopefully got some news next episode with that.
Before we get quickly into the advice, we got a couple questions so we can help a couple people out with our expert opinion. I want to ask you something because I was talking to my boss today. Fuck, I might save him for the next pod, but my boss is a mad cunt, man. He's a young dude, and he was telling me these stories, like Bender stories, like when they got fucked up, and like he was telling me the most wild shit I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell it right now just for the sake. He might I'd leave out names.
Is it on some believable shit? Like, is it believable?
Oh, it's
or is it
believable
like,
as fuck. It's like
okay.
it's like old school, but just crazy shit. I'll tell you after anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll share it one time. But anyway, we're talking today, and he was telling me about a beer called Resch's. That's his favorite beer. It's his go-to. Have you had it?
Is it like a pale ale? Is it like an ale?
I don't know.
It'd
He was telling me
be
about-
an ale.
Ale, right?
He said it's only the one he likes the best is only on tap. You can't even get it in a can or a bottle anymore. The only one they have is a Pilsner version of it.
Yeah, right.
And then I don't know. He was selling me on it a bit. I'm like, fuck, I gotta try this thing, man. Like, it
I don't
sounds
know.
fucking mad,
If he's old school, man, it might be a bit.
no, he's only 28.
You've been trying new beers and shit like
That's
recently.
why, yeah. It sounds like a great beer, but anyway, I just want to see if you guys have tried it because
Yeah,
I've never
no.
heard of it. Apparently, it's got like a little dude surfing on it. Like that's
Oh, really?
But yes. So advice.
Yeah,
Let's see what you guys are
crack
fucking
through 'em.
struggling
See what we
with.
got, baby. Let's help the people, man.
help the people.
Help the fucking people.
Give them what they want to hear.
Help the people.
Okay.
Or need to hear, sorry.
Yeah, we got 3 of them. Okay. Pretty short notice. But Zexa says, how can I block out any unnecessary noise or get myself into less trouble or drama? Block out noise, get in less trouble and drama. So kind of, I guess, keep to yourself, learn to stay on the straight and narrow.
See, it's hard, especially if you're trying to be a social media presence. Like no matter what it is you're doing, whether it's like
Which is what Zex is trying to do. Is that what he's trying to do?
yeah. Like because like he makes music and that. So if you're gonna post video, it's like us. Like we still to this day cop shit from our podcast clips and shit. Just people just talking absolute garbage.
What about the guy today who goes, who let these guys start a podcast? And I commented, I said, yeah, I'm amazing.
Did you see what I commented to him? I said,
profile picture's a car.
Yeah, and then he said something. He goes, what did he say? That's what I was on my phone before. He goes, I'd rather have a profile picture of a car than a phoenix. And I was like, shut up, you chubby head, you chubby cheeked fucking fat nerd or something. I was like, no one cares, bro.
You would never get hate from someone with a profile picture or videos.
Yeah,
They're always
yeah,
no profile
yeah.
picture, no videos,
It's like
2 followers.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking losers.
But yeah, so we still to this day, like we get just cop random shit because again, people are always going to be sort of jealous or like the people that comment shit like that.
Stuck in a simulation.
The dudes that like literally have profile pictures of cars or no profile pictures or they like those dudes are literally the NPCs of our story. Like they're you know in a
They're
game
bots. They're
they're
bots.
literally the bots. They're the bots, and unfortunately, every single game, every single person's life has bots in it. So for you trying to do social media stuff, whether it's music, rapping, fucking a scene every now and then you do podcast stuff, like unfortunately you're not going to be able to avoid it. Unfortunately.
Joey was that bot for that gay guy. He's got no profile picture. He was commenting.
Oh my god, he probably thought I was a bot as well.
He's like, this is no profile picture. Fucking
Joey was the bot for that guy in the car.
I need to get myself a fucking profile picture, bro.
So-
full fake.
So it's going to be kind of hard to avoid, unfortunately. It's just a matter of if you're built for it. Can you handle it? If it really bothers you so much all the time, then it probably isn't the life for you. But it could also be hard because if you really enjoy making music and you want to pursue it, then, you know what I mean? It's just kind of what do you love more? Do you love music more or like so much to the point where you can put up, like I love what we do so much that I'm willing to put up with anything and it will not affect me. But that's not the case for everybody. So that's just kind of something you got to sort of think about. Like, are you built for this fucking wicked world that we're in? Like,
you need thick skin, and you can develop thick skin, and I mean, in terms of the social media stuff, yeah, you need thick skin, and that can happen. My skin's gotten way thicker since doing this stuff. At the start, I wasn't cut out for this, I don't think, personality-wise for it. I was just good at rapping, and that was what we had to do, you know, and then over time, I kind of developed, like, hate comments used to bother me and shit like that. Now I don't give a fuck. But in terms of blocking out unnecessary noise, I guess you can sort of, it's just less screen time, man. You could really set yourself a timer, or I think even being more scheduled and maybe even having a planner. I'm thinking of doing this myself and maybe having like writing each day, 1 hour of upload time, making content.
Yeah.
1 hour on my phone. Once that hour's done, put it away.
Yes.
You know, no scrolling. That way you can eliminate scrolling and your whole day's there for you, you know, and that's a kind of good way to stay focused and block unnecessary noise. Yeah. You got advice? You remember the question?
Well, yeah. So my advice, I didn't do this because of this reason to stay out of the drama, but I haven't had Instagram. This is just an example.
What is with that? Because you've got every other social, just not Insta.
Yeah, so I got rid of Instagram. Just needed a break from it. It was just kind of, it wasn't really healthy for me to keep having Instagram for like.
You haven't had it for ages though.
Yeah. It was just like, I think I got rid of it months before Europe, and then I thought, I'm going to Europe. Got to flex on these motherfuckers on socials that I've been in Europe. You know, you can't be on a beach in Mykonos and not let the world know about it like anyone cares, you know what I mean? But I thought, yeah, flex on them in Europe. Then after Europe, me and Tori were just like, fuck, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, and this goes to Zex's question, like, I feel not as attached or to what everyone else is doing, right? Which isn't bad to know what everyone else is doing. But if you are someone that compares, or if you someone that just, even just knowing, like, I don't know, there's something beautiful about if you're close friends and stuff, you'll know what they're doing, because when you see each other, you'll be like, oh, what have you been doing? What are you up to? And you just talk about it and whatever. Although it's good seeing other people's posts, I've just been more out of the picture, more off the grid, if you will. And I feel like it's something a bit refreshing about that. You know what I mean? Like, it was just consuming too much of my time, too much of my focus. It wasn't really, I don't know, it wasn't really benefiting me. Like, I could live without it. You know what I mean? I just thought, oh, see how long I can do this. It's been a while now since like after August. I think we got home at August. We got back at August, right? So it's been this long. But sometimes I do miss it. You know what I mean? Like, I was at the gym training the other day, and then one of the girls, Katie, like works there. She was filming because they do it for like, you know, on the phone for the stories. She's like, oh, do you have Instagram? I'll tag you. And I was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have Instagram. Like, I deactivate it. So, you know, I can get it back whenever, but I'm like, I just deactivate it. I was like, oh, let me see this story about it. I'm like, 'cause it's been so long. I've been off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what is with that though? Like, I had some big attachment to Instagram and posting, and I better post this better. And now when I'm out with Tori or out with someone and I'm looking good, this and that, I don't have that thing in me anymore that goes, I need to make sure I get one cracker photo.
For Instagram,
it needs to be cracker for Instagram. It's kind of like, but it is good to post, but for me, it was like the reason behind it. Why are you doing it? What's the purpose?
I'm
I
not
never
gonna
had
lie.
that problem.
I'm not gonna lie. Instagram's the only one I like.
That's what I mean.
I could go.
love Instagram.
I could go with probably deleting everything else except just keep Insta.
I'm a Snapchat whore.
Now, see, I don't.
I Snapchat you my life, bro.
I hate Snapchat.
I don't use Snapchat. I don't use I'll snap. Obviously,
Do I Snapchat you the most? Surely.
Yeah, one of the most. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
One of.
I think you made a good point there. Is you can start, if you want to cut out unnecessary noise, is doing what Joey's
Socials.
done, is start with the one you use the least. Like I haven't had Facebook in years, and it's the best thing ever. Like it was something that I forget it's even out there, and people use it every day because I've been off it so long. So that's something you can cut out, and like Joey did with Instagram, start cutting out the ones you don't need that much. Like I never use Snapchat ever. The only reason I still have it is my
snap.
Yeah, so Joey snaps, and because my missus likes sending me Snapchats, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get rid of this shit. She's like, nah, just keep it because I send you something. I'm like, fuck, it's dog shit.
Just
like,
a way of her connecting a little bit more.
but you know, it's start like that, baby steps. So if you use, I don't know, if you don't use TikTok,
like,
get rid of
I
TikTok.
doubt Zex is going to delete Instagram, and fair play, whatever, if you want to use it. But just me personally, that was my social media outlet where I was like, you know, and really, when you really put it plainly, Insta is just TikTok is similar, but Insta is just like a big giant thirst trap. Just a big fucking, it's crazy how social media just like, there's that many fucking girls out there showing their buttholes. Not really, but like, you know what I mean? Like, there's that many people out there like I don't know. It's just a big enabler for some people. This wasn't in my, but it was. You know what I mean? Like you see, like whatever's in your face, you're like, oh, titties. Oh, and then all of a sudden, your algorithm's like UFC comedians, blah blah blah,
and tits,
then tits, and then you're like,
yeah. But I also,
do you know what I mean?
The thing is too, though, is that I watched this video and man, I wish I fucking saved it. I knew this was gonna happen. I should have saved it. I'll try to find it and then maybe play it next week or something. But this guy, I can't remember who it was. He was saying, he's like, the thing is though with us men is that we have to learn as well to stop falling for that first trap, because okay, with no offense, I'll be devil's advocate here, and this is what he said, and a lot of people agreed, including women, is that all a woman has over a man is that photo of the tits or the ass. Okay? That's all she's got. And they use that to not control us or manipulate us, but that's their way to get the attention. And it makes them feel good, but makes us look like idiots. Because we're there, like, it's got 10,000 likes, and she feels great, hectic, good on her. But that does nothing for you, the man's brain chemistry. It's no, if anything, it depletes it's a fake hit of dopamine.
Yeah.
And then it's obviously a way deeper rabbit hole as well that you can go down with that type of shit, right? But that was basically the surface level that he said, and a lot of people in the comments were like agreeing. And he's like, bro, like they should be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. It's like you got to stop firsting over it.
Because imagine if these bitches uploaded photos and they're getting 100 likes instead of 48,000 likes.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? But it's just like the same. Yeah, that's a problem that in the past I had. I was smashing the like button, bro, and I'd get a serotonin hit from my end, which was sick in the head, you know. And it's something that when I was seeing my therapist and stuff, that was one of the top topics of conversation. I'm like, she's like, and my therapist full said to me, it's like you're playing the pokies, and what happens one day if one of the girls replied to your like and was like, or inbox you and said, oh hey, what are you doing? Well, what would you do? And I'm like, well, obviously I just wouldn't reply. Like, it'd be like, oh, that. So then why are you doing it? Like, why are you putting yourself out there for that? Like, what if one day that happened? I'm like, I never thought of it like that. That's not what I was intentionally doing, but it was this dopamine hit where I was like, oh yeah, fucking whatever. But then they get that as well from their end. And I would get a dopamine hit, different type of dopamine. Well, I mean, I guess all dopamine is dopamine, right? Same shit. But I would get dopamine hits if I post something and I get heaps of likes. I'm like, oh, feel good about yourself, you know? And that's a weird, shallow thing to feel. And it's like when you
because it's all fake. That's the problem with it. It's not real.
No, it's not.
It's not real. It's not real dopamine and serotonin. It's not real brain. That's not supposed to be
artificial.
Doing that. Yes. So that's what the guy was explaining in the video. He's like, he goes, like, they can do whatever they want, but at the end of the day, all the woman has over a man is just tits or ass.
Isn't it like virtual reality in a way, in a sense? Not really, but it's like likes is money on Instagram.
On virtual reality.
I think some people just take to it a bit worse. I would venture to say you're the same as me, where we.
I know you don't feel that same way.
That compulsion to upload. To be seen, you know what I mean? Like, for other than the music and posting, like if I've gone out and I'm dressed nice and stuff, no one hears about it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've always been one of those.
I've never thought like, let's post this. I have to. Who needs to see this? Or like the liking thing. Like, it's never hit the same for me. And I think it's a bit like an addictive personality sort of thing. It's like some people take to this, some people don't take to that. It's a crazy, crazy thing, man. And it is a dangerous thing too. You know?
The rabbit hole.
I think it's safe to say that I got caught up in it at one point. You know what I mean? Like, just realize that. And I think a lot of people could understand where I'm coming from here.
100%.
Different levels, but I swear there's got to be at least 75% of people that use Instagram get that dopamine rush.
Yeah, of course.
Even depends on the levels though. You know what I mean?
One thing you could do as well, Zexer, is just keep your socials, but do what I did, and this was amazing for me, is just go through who you're following, because at one point it's fucking ridiculous. Unfollow.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone who's not a friend or family member, or someone who is fucking
follow.
No, someone who is going to help you achieve or learn whatever the fuck it is you're trying to do in life.
Or at least feel good about what you're doing as well.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, so for me on my socials now, I only follow 3 or 4 traders, a couple of producers, and then friends and family. That's it. No random model from fucking Peru. No fucking soccer team who's doing this. No fucking, German backpackers fucking doing, like, no. And then that's the thing too, is that when I first did that, especially on Insta, I was like following so much random shit I didn't even remember I was following. And I was like, what the fuck? Even on Facebook now, I wait for the little notification of, it's so-and-so's birthday. Unfriend.
Yeah.
Unfriend them all. Sorry, that's your birthday present. Getting unfriended.
Yeah.
Unless you're a family member or you're my homie.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could do that too. That could be the very first baby step you take. I did it, and it kind of helped me, because now I don't have that random rush of like, what are these people doing? Because like I know it's just my friends. Like,
or if there's certain people that you want to avoid, then block them or something as well. As long as like certain people, you're like,
It's just trimming the fat, man. Like if you need these socials and you can't delete stuff for whatever reason, trim the fat, man. Unfollow pages, unfollow garbage, unfollow memes, unfollow people. Just trim the fat.
Yeah.
Let's go on to the next one.
And if there's still head noise, there's always therapy. So
yeah, it's therapy, man. I've never tried it, but
hit up Aussie slang,
it works,
man. We can help you out.
Works.
it fucking works, bro.
Everyone does it for a reason, Megalodon says, what are some good ways you've found to promote things for Sydney fans?
Oh, that's a good question.
And it's one we still haven't perfected.
Yeah,
mate.
that's one we're still
Marketing
learning.
is tough.
We're still learning this one. Because
yeah, you go ahead. You go first.
you can pay, obviously, the easiest strat is paying for marketing, but I'd probably say 97% of these marketing companies, you pay for it, they're going to get your likes and views, but it's fake. And that's a 100% fact, guarantee, 97% of them.
They're just getting more eyeballs on you, so that maybe you.
No. It's literally
fake eyeballs.
It's fake. It's literally fake.
Like
it's
bots.
not real. It's
Bots.
It's literally bot pages and shit, and they just have control of it, and they just flood your socials with it.
And your socials, they know, man, and
Yeah.
it's a detriment to your page. You'll get shadow banned and shit doing that,
Yeah. So
It's never a good idea.
It is hard. Unfortunately, again, see, everything is full circle, because we just talked about deleting socials, but you need socials. You need that one video to block. Right, so this is a perfect example. So yesterday, right, Triple J's latest cover that they uploaded, right, where bands do covers of songs, right? Their latest cover that they uploaded a couple days ago, fucking blown up. Millions of views in a couple hours, and it was a good cover. They covered It's Murder on the Dance Floor.
I like that song.
And you better not kill the groove, right? It was an Aussie band. Their name's Royal Otis, okay? I'm doing this as a test. I was like, wow, I'm like, fuck, these guys are fucking good. The guy singing, the voice was awesome. The guitar was mint. The guy on the keyboard was going off. I was like, fuck, they're Aussie. That ticks all the boxes for me to support. Went to the YouTube. They're only at like, 5,000 followers? I can guarantee you if I checked it now, they've probably got a shit ton. Millions of views, millions of comments. Never heard of these guys, but they've now earned a new fan for life. Like all that bullshit. And I was literally like, not dumbfounded, but like, it still shocks me that that's all it can take in this world of 15-second attention span.
Yeah, but
you need to somehow grasp the attention of these little fuckwits on socials. And if you can somehow get the majority to enjoy it, you blow up.
Yeah, but for how long? Those people aren't necessarily I don't know.
It's still a good fucking stepping stone, bro.
I guess.
They can.
You'll retain some of it.
You'll retain a lot of it,
Yeah.
all because of that one fucking cover. It wasn't even a song they made; it was a cover of a song that's already made.
Yeah.
And now, and you want to know what's crazy? No bullshit, right? No bullshit. Now on my algorithm, it's all just bitches doing dances to Murder on the Dance Floor.
That's from Saltburn, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, but I think that's why these smart cunts did it.
Yeah, of course. So riding the wave. That's what social media is about, man. You ride what's popular. You got to ride the sounds. You got to ride the popular trends.
Ride
and
that
that's
dick.
how-
So this
Ride the
band
dick,
would
man.
have watched Saltburn. They seen that song. They've gone, oh, hey, we've got our Triple J cover coming up in a week. Let's do Murder on the Dance Floor. And now all of a sudden, these motherfuckers are, you know what?
I used to.
Let's check my
I
experiment.
used to follow this guy on TikTok. His name's M.R. I don't know if you've seen it. You heard the song Big Bomber Class he was an army head. It's like a white dude. He raps like he does dance hall. And I was following this guy in the boys in books because I thought it was funny. He'd do like these UK like rap things, and he had like 12,000 followers when I followed him, and I was like, this guy's alright. Actually, like. And then now he's blown up from that song, that gymnastic, no, the pussy dead. And everyone was like making fun of it and, you know, trolling and stuff. And now he's got a song with Snoop Dogg coming out, apparently. So, you know, it's like, it's just how you could use social media is nuts, man. Yep. One thing, you just need one thing, whether it's good or bad, you can still ride that wave.
That guy that Fleetwood brought that Fleetwood Mac song back with the fucking cranberry juice riding the skateboard. He was high as fuck that morning. Remember Dogface?
Yeah. So you know what a good idea is? To be quite honest, it's something that we should probably, all of us should do. But I just keep putting it off. I'm too lazy. Is that we should, Meg, you Harlem, all that. We should all honestly get in a Discord call, this is something me and Dylan have done before with our cousin Viking, the N3, because he's very well versed in the marketing world. But we just do a Zoom call or a Discord, and we have to sit there, and it's boring as fuck, unfortunately. But if you want to make it, we need to sit there and go, okay. Everyone go through their socials. What's trending? What's popping? Write it down. We all have a list of 10 things each. Then we put them together, one big list, and go, okay, can we make a funny song or a beat that involves this, that involves this, we got to go through every single one.
That's actually a good idea.
Then once you have all that, you got to work. I got to sit there, make a beat. This guy's got to do some corny verse to fucking Saltburn to fucking beat or the beat of Murder on the Dance Floor. We got to make it. We got to do a topic where we talk about Saltburn or some bullshit, even if we don't enjoy it, and we got to do it. Then you got to release it on that hope that it's going to blow up, and 8 times out of 10 it won't. But that's why then people reckon that a tactic is that video that you make that involves that Saltburn clip. You upload that literally 20 fucking times, and the one that blows up, you keep that one and then delete the rest. That's just one of the ways you can help.
Yeah, true.
That people do that a lot.
A lot of TikTokers do that. They just keep uploading the same video until it finally starts to get a little bit of traction, and then you delete the rest. Again, corny for your followers because they're watching you just repost the same thing. But at the end of the day, it's not about them, is it? It's about you trying to blow up.
You have to. It depends how bad you want it, because you have to kill your character a little bit. Because I've never done anything like that, and the thought of doing it makes me cringe. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
It's hard.
It's like you have to kill your character.
Sell a bit of your soul.
Like literally,
cut off a
it
piece of
depends
your
how
soul.
bad you want it. But the thing is, in at the start of this, what got me my first little fan base, Zexa included, was pages and groups. You have to be involved in groups and communities that are into what you're doing. So Meg, you're a rapper like us. What I'm sure you're clued into all this shit anyway, but what first got me my first bit of traction was those pages like Everything Oz Rap or Not Whack Aussie Rap.
Yeah, that's
shit,
right.
And they would upload my clips, and that's how I got my first couple of fans.
I remember them uploading your shit.
And so, you know, stuff like that. And an advice for all you people, musicians who listen to us, there's two websites I use every single week to promote my music, and it's worked, and that's why I have as many Spotify listeners as I do, is just dailyplaylist.com and soundplate.com. These are two websites. You don't pay a cent. It's a catalog. Every week on Daily Playlist, they give you 25 credits, all right? And that's 25. You type in, you put your song, and it'll give you type in keywords and shit, and it'll show you all these user-created playlists created by real people that it shows you their followers, their listeners, what it's about, and they'll have a bio saying this is a grime playlist or whatever. And you submit every week 25 times to all the playlists related to your song. Do it. You're going to get rejected 80% of the time. But if you do it every single week, you'll get on some good playlists.
Yep.
And soundplate.com, the same thing. This one's a little different. You have to put a bit more work in because you could actually physically type out your song name and shit. But same thing. Every day you can go on soundplate.com and you can upload like 6 playlists. You can go to 6 playlists and upload for free. And if you do this every week, you will gain real organic listeners.
Yes.
100% guarantee. I've been doing it for fucking 2 years at least. Every single day. And it works, man. And you can see on your Spotify for artists what playlists you're on, and you see they're all real, user-generated, real listeners. You see in real time, everything.
Yep.
And
I did it for one of our songs.
I tell him to do it all the time. You got to keep doing it.
What song was it? It was.
I've done it for you too.
I think it was one of mine and yours and Steven's collab, I uploaded it and it actually got accepted onto a playlist, and that song, it actually generated like a couple thousand views. It did really fucking well.
Every other day I get a notification on my email saying your song got accepted, and it feels good seeing that too. And you can see what playlist. But I've done it for you. I've done it for everyone on TJM. I've uploaded their songs for them because you can put any song. It's not like a personal thing. Like I can fucking try upload Drake's song to a playlist if I want.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really handy websites, man. They're really good. And the other thing I would recommend for you, I don't know if you guys know about this, you probably do, is submit to Spotify. When you upload a track at least 2 weeks before your release, on your Spotify for artists, you'll see Spotify will put a thing saying submit to our playlist. You click on it, you type in a bio of your song and submit it. Do that every single release, and you will gain followers. You will get on, you'll get on the Spotify, what's the one?
The radio or whatever.
Radio.
You'll get on radio, and you'll get on the other ones that Spotify has. I forget. But do that stuff, man. That's a good way to promote in terms of music. But other than that, TikTok, you got to do TikTok. You have to.
And I
Is
agree.
TikTok the biggest reckon right now, or still Instagram?
Nah, TikTok.
I think TikTok is a godsend for marketing, man.
Yeah, I'm telling
It's
you.
a godsend.
Because it's short, sweet.
Because
That's it.
I would have never got a video with 500,000 fucking shares and shit on any other
wasn't-
platform ever. You know, it's crazy that that's even happened, and it's like so normal for everyone to blow up at some point on TikTok. You just got to keep consistent. That's it.
I agree though. I agree because it makes my soul cringe, bro.
Yeah, you got to kill your character a
It
little,
makes
man.
me cringe. I'm like, bro, I really don't want to do this shit. That's why I don't post anything on TikTok anymore. Like I just can't do
I
it.
like what I do. What I do, I enjoy. Like I haven't killed my character at all, but I know that if we want to keep going, you have to start doing these corny things a little bit. So it depends how bad you want it, you know. But I don't know. I'm happy with where we're at and what we're doing. I feel like consistency is most important, though. If we keep consistent and we keep doing what we're doing, we get more eyes on us every week. We get more eyes on us. So it's slow, but just keep going. Consistency. Yeah. Do you have any advice for promoting things, marketing things? I mean, even with your own business, right?
Yeah.
You have experience in trying to get your name out there.
Yeah, true that.
I mean, it's hard because mine, I had more success word of mouth, and it's kind of different from the music industry. You know what I mean? Like I feel like no one's watching a TikTok of an electrician being like, "Hey, come with me. Let me upgrade your switchboard."
Yeah. True that.
It's hard, bro. Like I would just do fucking old school card drops, bloody online, having an online presence,
Emails,
emails and all that, actual reaching out, but it's kind of different, you know what I mean? But in terms of, you know, what you guys are doing, man, like it does take a lot, like you were saying, posting 3 times a day at least. And I don't know if I could even, that'd be hard for me to do if I had any like musical ability, like producing like yourself, rapping and stuff, and I had to do that. I mean, I would probably enjoy it a bit more than you guys would, because an example, like I said about Instagram, I really liked uploading this and that. It would translate into if I was, you know, putting it towards a craft as like you guys are, you know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I feel like it still would be a mission though. Like editing.
It's hard.
Because it's good watching the video, the finished thing. Yeah. But for you to cut what you're saying, like I watch your videos and it's like you speak, but you have to get rid of the pauses in between your breaths because people don't want to watch. People get, like, I wonder what the average time is that people just start scrolling past.
I think it's like 5 seconds. Not even 5 seconds.
You
It's
have to
something
go,
stupid.
when
Like
you're talking, cut, even in between fucking sentences, you know what I mean? So,
not just that, even like for podcast clips, they reckon, like marketing people reckon that like that's why when you watch like a podcast clip that blows up, the first couple of words is usually the guy going like David Attenborough dies at age 94, because that's how the listener goes, oh, what the fuck, and stays, and then he goes, haha, jokes, but did you guys hear about that fucking car that fucking went over the cliff? And then
That is so, I hate that shit.
you know what I mean? But that's what these motherfuckers, that's what they do.
So I've learned that specifically from Tori, because we've been around. I've been showing Tori some TikToks in bed. Like if I don't send them to her and I'm right next to her, I'll be like, oh, watch this. If that video goes for longer than 20 seconds, she's like, how long left?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
So in advertisement, just keep it short and sweet. Get to the point. No one wants to hear your fucking life story. Just marketing short, concise, to the point. That's all I can say.
It's hard, man.
It is fucking hard.
I love it. I love the editing the podcast clips and the music clips and stuff. I love doing it. I do love doing it, but it's so time consuming and tedious. You know, and I like it because we don't compromise our character, man. We're cool guys and we keep it cool. We don't do cringe shit. You know what I mean? And that's the way I like it. If I had to start killing my character a lot more, I feel like, you know, the fun gets sucked out of it. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay true to yourself too. Let's go on to the last one. I don't think this one's going to take very long.
Let me check if I've got any on Discord.
Jezza says, best way to get rid of warts on my dick. Any of you two have warts on your dick?
Not anymore because they're gone. So I'll tell you what to use.
This is what I did.
So you have to get a bit of sandpaper first and shave it down flush with your skin, and then you have to get this wart off stuff and put it on. No jokes, but but I have had warts before. I used to get a few warts on around my nail beds here and there, like when I was, and we froze them off. But imagine getting that frozen off on your dick, because I remember when I had one on my thumb, it was huge, right? And I was like, it was taking up like, it was like fucking 10 mil long and like wide as well.
Fuck,
and I remember being like, because I was game heaps at that point, and I remember I'm like, fuck,
it's a gaming wart.
Yeah, this needs to go, like, and then so I went in and they froze it. Sorry. Yeah, they froze it. They freezed it. They froze it. And then I'm like, okay, mad. They're like, all right, just wait a few days and it'll fall off naturally. So I taped it up or whatever. And as I was playing like gaming and stuff, it was like, it started bigger. Speaking like, you know, Harry Potter, like the snake was like, started speaking parcel tongue, like, Slytherin. No, but like really, there was like, I was playing and I was like, what the fuck? This doesn't feel like it's going away. I unwrapped it and it was like, hanging on by a thread. It had died fully and I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, I peeled it off because it was like I couldn't even feel it. Was numb and it was like dead, right? But it was just attached by a little bit of a fucking string, and I peeled it off. I remember looking inside and it created a divot. Imagine like, do you know how the moon has craters? Imagine a crater in my finger about like that deep in my so I could see inside my finger. The roots of this wart grew so deep. Shit. It was like I was pulling out a tree from its roots, and the roots of the tree were like,
what the
like it went deeper than thinking. And I was like, holy fuck.
What is warts? What is that? I've never had this.
Isn't it just built up skin?
No, it's definitely not. It's like, it's one of those things where if you just rip it off without freezing it up, it'll grow back. It's like a fungus. It's like a bacteria or fungi of some sort.
I'm pretty sure warts grow on tree bark.
In school, there was always kids
like
with
MDMA.
Warts grow on tree bark. But there was always kids with warts in school.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what they're from.
It's a weird thing, isn't it?
You don't want to go near them and shit like, well.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You fucking kids, you're like, you got these one nail beds. Imagine putting your wart finger in someone's mouth in school. They're just like in fucking school. No, but yeah.
Joey's chasing girls on Instagram with his wart finger. Look at this, like this.
Is there any Discord?
Nah, nothing on Discord, man. Man, you guys are lacking, man. You guys suck.
Yeah,
you guys suck.
I thought there'd be like, you know,
fucking dicks.
Yeah.
You're lazy. And then funny, because you are all addicted to your phones on socials, but you can't send a couple of questions on Instagram.
Yeah.
Weird how that works, eh?
Yeah.
It fucks. No more FireCast. I'm cancelling the show. We're done. This is bullshit. I'm done.
I had a couple points, but I just realized they're on my other phone.
That's right.
But I remember one. It was 18. Oh, I don't remember the year, so I'm not going to say it. Fuck it. There was a dancing plague in France where people danced to death. Fuck off. Yeah, no.
Look.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was some plague. You can Google it. Just type in France dancing plague. You'll see what I mean. It was like ages ago. Like fucking these cunts danced to death. They don't know why. But
did you have any points?
Not this week, bro. I'm dry this week.
So look, if you want, we'll do a little. What happened? We going for? Yeah. So we're already at an hour. We're discussing doing a little hour burst tonight. So I'll save my points for next week when we come back from the long weekend. But I do want to end on one thing. One thing that I'm going to say. I want everyone to listen to this quite carefully. So 30 years ago, the CEO of Coca-Cola shared this very famous speech. This is called the 5-ball theory. Imagine that life is a game of 5 balls that you must keep up in the air. So like, let's say 5 balloons, right? You got to keep these things in the air. The balls are work, family, friends, health, and spirit. Right? One of those balls is made of rubber and the rest are glass. Okay? Before long, you realize that work is the rubber ball. Out of the 5 balls that are made of glass, work is the rubber ball made of rubber. Right? Whenever it falls, you jump back from it. You can find a new job. When others fall, they don't ever return back to the previous form. They are irrevocably damaged, broken, bruised, or shattered. That is the most important thing to understand about life. Right? So manage your work effectively during work hours, then give the necessary time to your family and friends, and then take adequate rest and care of your health. I think we've gotten better at this over the last 30 years, but we still have a long way to go. Don't settle for a job that makes you act like it's the glass ball in your life, because it never is.
That is wise.
That is
That is
wise.
wise.
That is a good analogy.
Think about that for a second. Just think.
I would have liked that music to stay on for a little bit
That's
longer.
nice
for the
music,
yeah,
huh?
for the process. But yeah, that's so true because a lot of people do just
Especially in Sydney, man. Especially here.
it's so like hustle and bustle.
Work. Like,
Yeah.
like no one thinks you're cool because you do a 16-hour shift.
Yeah,
No one thinks you're cool because you're working on a Saturday or a Sunday.
yeah,
Like, I worked a Saturday last week doing asphalt for a mate who asked me for help, and I almost said no because I couldn't stop cringing at the thought. I almost said no, this
Yeah.
close, but I did it to help him because
Yeah.
he needed help. Like, I don't think you're fucking cool.
yeah.
Joey doesn't think you're cool. No, none of us think you're cool. Your wife doesn't think you're cool. If you got kids, they definitely don't think you're cool. Because remember, I said this in an episode not long ago. The only people that remember how long you work are your fucking kids or your partner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Work's a rubber ball and it just bounces. You can bounce it over there. You can bounce it behind you. You can bounce it to the next guy. You can bounce it to the next job, the next warehouse, the next company. Because especially in a place like Sydney, even if you're 50 years old, you will get hired.
Yeah.
So I feel like people, instead of using the Sydney hustle and bustle to our advantage of, let's do whatever the fuck I want, because if I do lose my job or whatever, I can find a job like that. It's the opposite. Everyone's like, oh no, I gotta fucking do this. I gotta say yes to every OT that they tell me to do because I might lose my job. Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? You know, I've had fucking 20 jobs.
Yeah.
I'm not even 30 yet. I know this cunt's had a lot of jobs.
I've only had 3 jobs, man.
Oh, well, I thought it was more than that. But I've had a lot of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, yeah,
It's
just
very true, though.
yeah, it's all made out to be this big thing to just be like, you must go to work, and if you're sick, why are you taking sickies? You know what I mean? So shit like that, yeah, you got to just put your family, because like you said, if nothing's gone right at home and you're not spending time with the people you love or just seeing friends, you feel not connected. Like Mobsy this morning Mobsy sent me a random audio message this morning. I thought something was wrong. I woke up in the morning and he was like, hello. And then he said like a minute and 40 voice memo or whatever, or 40-second voice memo. And he's like, hey bro, how you been, man? It's been a while, bro. It's been a while. And then I was like, oh, fuck yeah, what's he want? I thought he wanted something, but the mad cunt I haven't replied to him yet because it was so early in the morning and I was on the train. I didn't want to be that weirdo on the train because I want to send a voice memo back. But the cute cunt just reached out and was like, oh, it's been a while, blah, blah, blah. Just reaching out. Like, hope you've been well. I'm going to see you at Sally's and like, you know, hope you've been well, man. God bless. And I'm like, bro, that made me feel so good. You know what I mean? Just like the shit like that, reaching out.
More people need to do it.
He's been busy. I've been busy. You just get caught up in everything. You know what I mean? He lives in the city.
We're not busy though.
We're not busy.
No one's busy.
We're not busy.
We're not busy.
We're not
Come on, man.
But when
Come
I say
on.
but busy for me, it doesn't mean I'm busy like, oh my God, I'm at work. I'm busy living my life. I'm busy you living your life. I get home from work. I'm not busy like, oh my God, I can't come on the podcast this week because I've literally been nonstop. I'll fucking go home and I'll take me time. I need me time. I need time with Tori. I need time by myself. I need to do this, wipe my ass, shower, this and that. You just do shit, bro. And then you're like, some people just get, you know, a bit upset that you're not seeing them much, but it's like, it's just, we're busy, but we're not really. You can always find time for anything. And you can always find time and not work as much and find time for the people you love. So that's
I wish I took that advice, you know, for the past fucking 10 years of my life.
Yeah.
Man, I really do. I feel like it's been a waste of 10 years. I've still been grinding hard though, but I wish I told a lot more bosses to go fucking shove it.
Fuck.
You know what I mean?
No one
Like,
does at that age though. When you're younger,
Yeah, I know.
You're
Because
in the.
I used to think I was cool because I was working a lot,
Yeah.
and now I literally regret. I regret every second of
And
it.
you probably thought I can never escape this
No.
hamster wheel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So that's how I wanted to leave it, man.
Yeah.
So
That's beautiful.
you know what I mean. So I want everyone to take a fucking sickie tomorrow. We're having
Yeah.
an extra long week for Oz Day.
Well, I got a fixed RDO on Thursday. So your
Yes.
boy has Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, bitch.
That's the one, boys.
It's
Well,
so good.
That's it from us, man. Nice short one today. DZ, anything you want to close out on?
I don't think so, man. That's it.
Joey K.
No, I'm fine, bro. I'm fine.
Guys, thank you so much for episode 93. We'll see you after the long weekend. Everyone enjoy your Oz Day and meow, meow, meow.